Hey guys, Jared here, and today we're going to do a little video talking about Dragon Quest, and it's the state of Dragon Quest for this month, June 2019. I don't know if I'm going to do this every single month because I'm sure there's going to be periods where nothing's announced or whatever, but typically towards the end of the month I'm going to do videos like this if there was something relevant to talk about during that particular month. So I did one in May talking about an event that was going to be coming up, and what was actually revealed at that event was something called Dragon Quest Walk, which is sort of like a Pokemon Go clone, except for Dragon Quest. And when you bump into like monsters and stuff like that, you can actually have battles using, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's still turn-based with commands and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Honestly, that's pretty cool. There was an open beta, there was a closed beta, meaning you had to register on a website, and if you're one of the lucky 20,000 people, you would get an invite to play the closed beta, and it was available on iOS and on Android. It's exclusive to Japan, and it was released on June 11th. That was the beta. The actual full game is sometime later this year. I think it was fall or something like that. There's no mention of this for the worldwide market, so chances are very high that this will be exclusive to Japan. If it is exclusive to Japan, it could be, it doesn't mean it will, but it could be another one of these games that is actually region locked, so it will only work in Japan. But I don't know about that. I haven't tried anything. I didn't try the beta or anything. I'll wait till it's released and then I'll give it a download and see how it actually plays. The other big thing that was announced, or at least sort of alluded to there, was the fact that Dragon Quest XII is in the earliest stages of planning for development, and I thought this was unique. That's not the way Dragon Quest games get announced. And they were talking about connecting and stuff like that, whether or not it's actually going to connect to 11 or if the translation was just slightly off, but it doesn't really matter. The point being that this isn't the way they do this. That's never the way they do this. The way they do this, the way they have been doing this for years and years and years and years and years, is that they will show the infamous trailer now where you have Overture playing, and it shows the year, and you can actually go back and say like Dragon Quest XI sort of I guess like reveal teaser or something like that. You can go all the way back, probably I want to say till about 8 or 9. You should be able to find on YouTube. It would be challenging, okay? It will be challenging, but you can do it. The problem is you probably have to check in Japanese, but I guarantee you that they're on there. And the way that the tradition is that they'll host a little event and they'll show you the year, and then you'll see like just a snippet, like seriously, sometimes it's like 1 second, 2 seconds of the game that was played while Overture is playing. And it's absolutely awesome because you'll actually see Dragon Quest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then you'll just see the Roman numeral for like 12 will come out, and you'll see the logo. And that's it. That's the way Dragon Quest games get revealed. You're not going to find out anything else. They'll just say that like it's in development. Typically they'll talk about systems, but even then it's not always. Sometimes it's just the reveal of the logo of the game, and then that's it. So this is the first time that I know of, or that I recall, where we've actually been hinted to that there is another Dragon Quest game that is in like the pre-planning stages. So that's pretty cool. That means that at any one of these upcoming Dragon Quest sort of like conference, it's not really conferences, but they put together like a little show, and it means that at any one of these shows we could theoretically see what I just said, the logo reveal for Dragon Quest XII. That'd be freaking awesome, man. Typically you get that, then you'll get about a year later, 8 months later, somewhere around there, you'll get the first trailer, which usually shows the first gameplay and the full system reveal. And yeah, so very cool stuff. I'm really looking forward to that. And the other big news, of course, is the fact that it was E3. And the Nintendo Direct actually started with this really cool trailer for Smash Brothers. And they revealed finally, that the hero from Dragon Quest will be making his first appearance in, I was going to say Dragon Quest, in Smash Ultimate. Now, this is kind of unique. The DLC will be available later this summer, and I say it's unique because I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work out, but I'm pretty sure it's going to work out like Bowser Jr. in relation to the Bowser kids. So I think it's going to be like one character. It's just that you have different like variations of that character. So the Luminary is going to be there. We saw gameplay with the Luminary. We saw gameplay from the hero from 4. And we saw Erdrick from 3. And we also saw 8 from, well, 8. So very cool stuff. Very, very cool. But what was really unique is that at the very end of the trailer, you see all 11 heroes, and they're all like flashing towards the screen. So I'm going to be really curious to see just what that's all about, like how that plays out. But more importantly, it's what this actually means. Dragon Quest, for the first time ever, is now in the spotlight more than it ever has been before. I truly cannot say that this is the dark time or the dark era or the dark ages of Dragon Quest anymore. There's no way in hell anyone can say that anymore, especially considering when you have a character like the hero from Dragon Quest in Smash Brothers that sells like, like 10 million units or something like that. That's a lot of people who are going to start to research Dragon Quest. I've noticed a huge spike in our Twitter followers, our YouTube subscribers, things like that. I think a lot of people are just looking for Dragon Quest information. And well, if you're one of those people who found this channel via the Nintendo Direct, well, welcome aboard. If you guys have any questions or anything about Dragon Quest, by all means, leave a comment. We are one of the only channels in the world that actually has a full playthrough of Dragon Quest 11, the Japanese version, all in English, as well as Dragon Quest 10. And Tim's actually working his way through the North American version of Dragon Quest 11, but Tim's so lazy, like, he'll never finish it, I assure you. We bug each other all the time. So there's Timothy, who does the Let's Plays. He does those well, on Twitch, but we also bring them over on Mondays, so if you're curious about that. Steven is the guy with the nice French accent that you'll hear do a lot of Pokemon videos, and he does some reviews and stuff like that, and I do pretty much everything else. If you do like Dragon Quest, we have a playlist for Dragon Quest that contains like all the different reviews of the series, all these sorts of videos and stuff like that. A lot of unboxings. I have one of the craziest unboxings for Dragon Quest XI ever, and that also ties into what I'm going to talk about. I do just want to mention I do separate the Let's Plays from the Dragon Quest series. So like we'll have a Let's Play of Dragon Quest XI, US, North America, US, Japan, and then we'll have like one for 10, for example. So if you're just looking for Dragon Quest content, that's how you can find it. So the other big announcement was the fact that Dragon Quest XI S, the Switch version, the definitive version of Doom, will be released on September 27th of this year, 2019. It's going to have like just tons of content. It's got the 3DS content. As far as we know, it looks pretty much like they're even going to expand upon that content. There's new story content. There's new beasts you can ride. We even saw him the Luminary interacting with the Yoshi, which is really interesting because does that mean that that mini game from the 3DS is going to be brought over? Are they going to do something else? Can't wait. Honestly, guys, cannot wait. It's a worldwide release date from September 27th. Some people were saying it's the first time ever. Kind of makes sense because the game's already out, right? It's already been translated on the PlayStation 4 and on Steam. So you're really only translating whatever those extras are, plus the 2D stuff from the previous games. So I have videos on all of that if any of you are interested in actually seeing what that content is. I have all kinds of videos on that. But the big news for me was not so much the fact that it's a worldwide release. I think that's actually kind of common. If you look at Dragon Quest Builders on the Switch, we actually got that version before Japan did. And again, you don't read anything into it. What you need to read into is when they say Dragon Quest 12 will release worldwide on this date, then I will be like, wow, that's amazing. And man, I really hope it happens. Because in this situation, this is what was announced on the other side of the world that wasn't announced here, is the fact that there are 3 very cool things that are going to be launched on September 27th. We're going to get the Hori Slime controller. I have one for the PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 4. We're going to get one, the Pro version, which is basically going to be a Pro controller for the Switch, but in the shape of a slime. Unfortunately, mine's buried, otherwise I was going to show it for the video. So they announced that. That's coming. Didn't see any mention of that for North America, though. I'm sure it maybe will come at one point, but I always buy the Japanese stuff anyways. We got a Super Omega Square-Enix online store exclusive collector's edition. Now, I purposely don't want to show you guys. Go check out that video of my Dragon Quest XI unboxing. You can buzz through it really quickly if you want to check out any of the any particular section of that video. And I'm being elusive on purpose, okay? Just go check it out and you'll see what I mean. But there's another really cool Switch like collector's edition that's going to be coming out that's exclusive to the Square-Enix shop in Japan. You can use proxy services if you want to actually pick it up because it's only available there. The Slime controller, and the third thing, which is a limited collector's edition of the actual Switch system, so the hardware itself, that if you want to pick that up, you can go the Amazon route. They're long sold out now, most likely from Amazon itself, but you can always go for a third party. Telling you though, a proxy service is the way to go. Just word of warning, the console itself is being set up via a lottery system, so I don't know yet if I'm going to actually get that. If I don't, I have a backup that's already done. I already pre-ordered it from Amazon. A seller that was that was asking for just a bit more. It was like $50 more essentially than what Square-Enix wants for it. So I'm cool with that. $50 is $50. It's good. I kept my pre-order just in case I lose the lottery. So if I lose the lottery with that, I'm still good. So anyways, go check out that unboxing though, because I'm going to have another unboxing which will be like the ultimate what is it? The ultimate Dragon Quest XI unboxing, and I'll actually probably call it, you know, the second coming or something like that, like the second revision or I don't know, something like that. And that's going to be obviously those 3 items. I'll do a big unboxing of that and show you guys. In North America, we get the game, and we get the game. So that's pretty much it. There's nothing, we're not getting anything sort of special with it, but that's okay. I'm totally cool with that. As long as the game sells, and I really hope now with Smash and seeing all the characters and stuff, I'm really hoping that it does. So that's pretty much it for this month's look at Dragon Quest, like the state of Dragon Quest. I think this is brilliant. I don't know if I'm going to really have anything in July or August. We'll see. I mean, I'll still do vlogs and stuff like that. I go back to school the very end of August, so that's when these sorts of features will really slow down to a trickle. I've got one last year to go. Oh, I'm so happy. 1 year down, 1 year to go, and it flew by, and I'm positive that this is going to fly by as well. So with that, I will say adieu. All right, so take care everybody, and I'll catch you all in the next video.